show. Tonight, the third of this four-game series between the Amarillo Sod Poodles and the Frisco RoughRiders. It's baseball. It's the show. It's coming up next. Taking the mound for the home squad here tonight, Colin Wiles, 6'4", 222 pounds, an age 25 prospect, will do the pitching in front of the home crowd here this evening. We're getting ready for Saturday night baseball here in beautiful Frisco, Texas, taking on the third of a four-game set between Amarillo. Ivan Castillo will lead this one off here tonight, and we're about ready for some Saturday evening baseball here on the show. And stepping in, Ivan Castillo as he takes a first swing at the pitch for strike one. 7 o'clock, our first pitch of this ball game here tonight.
7 o'clock.
Partly cloudy skies, 79 degrees. So gotta say, you see shorts and t-shirts. And we'll say that right there. 0-2 to Castillo. And that's gonna be a slider outside. Now the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So gotta say, Colin Wiles, one of the best guys on the mound for Frisco. And gotta say, these guys are looking forward to getting up in the Texas Rangers organization. And Wiles is going to strike out Castillo, and that'll be the first strikeout for him on the mound here tonight. Now stepping in, Jackson Whittaker. 1 out, nobody on here, top of the first. And he's going to hit that one high. Chasing after it, the right fielder makes the play, 2 away. Time now to give you the starting lineups of the Amarillo Sod Poodles here tonight. And got to say, the visitors are here. They won 2 at Frisco already. Final score of one game was 12-5. Yesterday's ball game, 3-2. And got to say, Amarillo and Frisco hoping that tides will turn here tonight before Amarillo goes back home and plays the Springfield Cardinals for 3 games and 4 against Northwest Arkansas for 4. Now we got 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the pitch. And he's going to swing and a miss, and that one will hit the dirt. Now the count 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's a four-seam fastball outside the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Got fans from Amarillo watching. Also, they're here at the ballpark just watching this game. Amarillo, first season of AA ball. And gotta say, got the fandom just following wherever they may be. Now the count 3 balls, 2 strikes on deck, Taylor Colway. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-2. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop. Can he chase him out? And yes, he will get him out at first, and that retires the side. Go to the bottom half of the first, and we still have no score. Lake Bacher will take the mound for the away team here tonight. 6'3", 215 pounds, age 24. And gotta say, the right-hander just looking really good here tonight as we get ready for the home first for the RoughRiders. And now bring up Yanni Hernandez. Hernandez coming in. Start the bottom half of the first inning for Frisco. Corpus Christi at Midland tonight. They're playing 3 games. 4 against Midland. I do apologize about that. That'll be a correctional mistake right there. It's going to be hit to the second baseman. They'll throw him out at first, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now to give you the starting lineups of the Frisco RoughRiders here tonight, and gotta say, these guys are ready to play a game like no tomorrow. These guys are going to try to work hard, soon get up to AAA Nashville, and get into the Texas Rangers territory like Yu Darvish, and I say there's a lot of former RoughRiders guys out there that have already made it to the Texas League levels. Gotta say, I can name a few of them. I mean, I know there's Yu Darvish, and there's a lot more. I'm trying to think of that guy's name, but evidently we know the Padres organization. Padres organization called up Josh Naylor and Fernando Tatis Jr. up to San Diego after they were down in Amarillo for half the season. And then they were called up to AAA El Paso. And that's going to be well hit. That's going to be gone. It is going to fly. And it is. And Frisco getting on the board first. Young delivers a 2-run home run into left field. And they are aboard here tonight. So my goodness gracious, that was just a swing to never ever forget. And now stepping in, Nick Chifo, .167 average, .333 in his opposition. And that's going to be well hit, and that shortstop's going to overturn, and that will make the play. And that's 2 away here in the inning.
Batting fifth.
So what a great turn of events at the shortstop. Shortstop will gather that ball and throw him out at first, and now bring up Henry Ramos after that play. Four-seam fastball now in the count 1-0. Corpus Christi at Midland here tonight. And you gotta say, we gotta look at their forecast. Do gotta say, it is beautiful. Sun is out. And fans are starting to gather into their ballpark as well. I like Midland. I'll tell you the good reason why is because I'm from Midland. I've been born and raised in Odessa, which is right outside of Midland, not too far away. Just about a good 8-mile difference. You know, you got the Odessa Midland area. The airport is evidently in the middle. And we're going to stop right here, and we got the top half of inning number 2. RoughRiders out in front, 2-0. We'll be back here with RoughRiders baseball in a few short moments. Top half of the second, and stepping in, Taylor Colway. He will start the top half of inning number 2 for the visitors here tonight. Colway in right field tonight. And 12-inch curveball now in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Saturday night baseball underway here in the beautiful city of Frisco, Texas. Fort Worth and Dallas is the place that this stadium is located. That's going to be line drive right in the right, and that's over the first baseman's head. And now the tying run for Amarillo comes to the plate.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And now be the third baseman, Eric Heim, coming up to the plate now. Still tried to get on and get this one started for us here tonight. And that's going to be well hit, but that's going to go foul. Right into the Chickasaw River. Gotta say that right there, just pretty good. We've got Corpus Christi at Midland, Amarillo at Frisco, Arkansas at Springfield, Tulsa and Northwest Arkansas playing each other here tonight. So we've got a battle of 4 teams facing each other. And that's going to be outside on the slider. Now the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And shout outs to get to as we play the top half of inning number 2. We'll get back to the subject of where I'm from in just a minute. Shout outs from section 107. And guys, got to say, thank you for coming out to the ball game and enjoying RoughRiders baseball, taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles here tonight. So anyway, I will say this. I am from Odessa and Midland. So Odessa and Midland, they're about 8 miles apart from each other. And gotta say, my mother and my dad were married 28 years. They divorced each other back in 2004. And pretty much my mom abandoned us kids. So gotta say, my dad stepped in and brought us, and we went to school, and well, we publicly went to school. My brother was in junior highs and elementary. I went to Burleson Elementary, my first in Odessa. And then after that, we got transferred to Midland. I went to an elementary school up there. It's going to be swinged for strike 3 swinging, and that's out number 2, and Wiles gets his 3rd strikeout.
The left fielder, Lee.
You got to say, after that, me and my family in Midland, my brother was in high school. I was about to be in junior high. Back in the year of 2007. Then we got relocated back to Odessa. Went to school at Bowie Junior High School. Stayed 3 years in the school. Then after that, got transferred up to Odessa High School. Stayed 3 years there and graduated. And walked the stage during the 2012 ceremony. So gotta say, it was perfect just to finally get out of school and get into the workforce. I will say it there. So 3-0 now to Lee Blum. Blum hit a 3-run home run during yesterday's ball game. Those 3 runs held up, and that clinched up a W for yesterday in the final score 3-2. Amarillo 1 hit, Frisco 2 runs on 2 hits, and now be ball 4, and Blum gets on first, and that will put a guy in a scoring position.
The shortstop, number 89.
So after high school, got moved up to San Antonio, Texas. And San Antonio was the Padres town that we got to go. And that's going to be down for a 2-seam fastball. Now in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0. Here it is. And that's going to be high, popped up, chasing after it. The shortstop makes the play, and that's the inning. Stepping in now, the center fielder for Frisco, Julio Pablo Martinez.
Julio Pablo Martinez.
Martinez coming up to start the bottom half of the home second. Let's say we got a great home crowd here tonight, and I'm gonna say the change up now in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. JBaker doing pretty good. He was the guy that took in due to an injury that Jesse Schultz yesterday with his rib cage. So we'll say that right there. You don't see that when you have like a injury like that happens out of the blue. I mean, that's just crazy. And that'll be strike 3, and Martinez will go down on strike, and JBaker gets a second strikeout.
The designated hitter,
Getting Julio Pablo Martinez out for the first casualty in the bottom half of inning number 2. Now bring up the DH, Steele Walker. Walker coming up here as he takes a strike. Now, no ball, 1 strike counts. Oh, and 1. Here it is. And that's going to be fouled off for strike 2. Omaha tonight playing at San Antonio. And we'll say it right there. These guys are playing, and that's going to be lined. And no way. That is not going to be counted, and that ball goes foul, and luckily it did. 0-2. And right to the hot corner, and for out number 2.
batting 8, the left fielder, Bubba Thompson.
And now bring up Bubba Thompson. Up to the plate now. On the count. Starting to get going. First pitch on its way. 4-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour, called for a strike. Now the count 0-1. Don't forget our final game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So we will be live. Don't forget Amarillo and Springfield play each other on Tuesday night. So that would be good. Live stream will begin at 7 o'clock sharp for Tuesday night baseball. I'll say that right there, just pretty good when you think about it. And that'll be strike 3 called, and that's a 4-seamer that will retire the side. And Baker, my goodness. That is a pretty good fastball. Strikes out the side and goes to the top of the 3rd. Frisco out in now stepping in for the top of the 3rd, Dre Overstreet.
The center fielder.
The center fielder
Dre
here tonight.
Overstreet.
Dre Overstreet has the same name as Kyle Overstreet. Overstreet was called up to AAA El Paso along with Peter Van Gansen. Van Gansen at El Paso, looking to get up into the Padres organization. I mean, you get into hard work, and you know that that hard work pays off in due time. I'm being flat up honest. 0-2, here it is. And that's going to be hit to the second baseman, and they'll throw him out at first, and that is the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ivan Castillo.
And now bring on Ivan Castillo. Up to the plate now. 1 away, nobody on. 2-0 to score. Frisco still out in front, and that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder. And that will be 2 away.
Now
I'd say Pablo Martinez will catch that one.
Whitaker.
And now bring up Jackson Whitaker. A fly out in the first. 0 for 1. Going into tonight's game. And did he go around? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. That's strike 1. Some people say they swing and a miss, even if they move the bat just a little bit. And gotta say, pretty crazy right there. And that's gonna be hit to the shortstop. And that will end the inning as they will ground out the first. And that will be the side retired. Bottom half of the third with Josh Morgan. 9-1 and 2 hitters due up. And RoughRiders out in front 2-0.
Leading off for the RoughRiders, the shortstop, Josh Morgan.
Now bring up Josh Morgan. Up to the plate now. And that's going to be line drive right into the left, and that's a base hit. And that will be a leadoff single as we go back to the top of the order now.
The second baseman, Yodi Hernandez.
And now bring up Yanni Hernandez. And that's going to be well hit. And oh no, he misses it. And he's in there at second. And that right there, don't know what they're going to decide right there. I'm guessing that's going to be called a fielder's choice and a base hit. And now Charles LeBlanc. 1 for 1, a double and a run. He takes a four-seam fastball from Lake Bacher. Now the count now, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Looked like he was chasing butterflies with that pitch, and now it's evened up at 1-1. Want to remind our guys that during the Tuesday night game, you can bring your furry friends. And that will be at Springfield. Or if you apologize, we will have that at Amarillo. So Amarillo versus off the Springfield Cardinals. You can bring a furry friend if you want. They come to the game for free, and that'll be strike 3 called, and that's 1 away. Bacher getting the 4th strikeout.
The third baseman, Josh Young.
And now I bring up Josh Young. 1 for 1, a 2-run home run back in the first inning. I say that's pretty good for Young. And that's going to be hit fouled right in the left. Now the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1. And good grief, he's chasing again. It's like, what am I chasing? I'm chasing butterflies. I'm trying to hit it. Hey, maybe I'll fling you the rosin bag and maybe you can hit that as well. So that would sound pretty funny. I mean, you look at it. Two and 2. And that curveball is going to get fouled off. Now still holding on at 2 and 2. Two and 2. And that's going to get fouled off. Now the count still holding on. 2-2. Fouled off again for that four-seamer. Still holding on. Curveball will miss outside, and now the count now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gotta say, Lake Baker can't afford another walk here. A ground into a double play could get him out of the inning. And that is strike 3 called, and that's the second out of the inning. Baker getting his 5th strikeout here at work. So gotta say, he's really just getting up there. And that's gonna be lined. Left fielder chasing it, and they can't make the play. Now the count 0-1. Ground out in the first by Cufo. And a changeup in there. On the count 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. And that one's going to get fouled off. And holding on at 0-2. 0-2. And that will be swing and a miss. And they will get out of danger here as the side is quickly retired. Couple base hits, but no damage. Top of the 4th coming up. The RoughRiders out in front, 2-0.
Leading up.
Stepping in, Luis Campusano. 0 for 1. Ground out in the first inning as we begin the top half of the 4th inning for the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And that slider will miss. Oh, correction. It will not miss. That's in there for a strike. I mean, gotta say, that looked like it was outside, but I'm guessing we're not going to argue that or dictate that term. Now the count now strikes here in the top half of the 4th. Frisco up in front 2-0. Line drive right in the center, and that tees aboard a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Taylor Colway.
And now bring up Taylor Colway up to the plate now. Hoping to get on and get this ball game retied once again. And that 12-inch curveball is going to be outside for the ball. Now the count now 1 ball, no strike. 1 for 1 single in the second to Taylor Colway. So Colway looking to make his appearance hopefully soon for AAA Chihuahuas. So El Paso looking forward to getting this prospect.
At the ball.
12-inch curveball, now count 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1, here it is. And that's going to be popped up. And big mistake right there. And that'll be out number 1. And we got to get your pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And got to say, Lake Baker getting it 96 over 92 against Colin Wiles. I say Baker doing really well, pitching those strikes. And got to say, that right there, just really good. Eric Heim 0 for 1. Up to the plate now for Amarillo. Hoping to get this ball game tied and hopefully put something over the wall. And that's going to be a slider. Now count 2 balls, no strikes. 1 man out in the inning. And now it'll be ball 3. Now the count now 3 balls, no strikes, and on deck Chris Muriel. Now Muriel coming out. And that will be ball 4. And a good job now as he'll come in and get going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chris.
Now I bring up the DH, Chris Muriel. 0 for 1, a strikeout in the second. First to second loaded up 1 away here. Looking to bring in some runs. Four-seam fastball will swing and miss. And Chris just got fooled with that pitch right there, and that's for strikes. Change up, and now evened up at 1-1. One and one. Four-seam fastball. Now in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. And oh my goodness, they're going. And he will struck him out, and that's out number 2 on wild pitch.
The left fielder, Lee Bloom.
Now stepping in, Lee Bloom. Up to the plate now. Third and second going, and 2 away. And that's going to be well hit. And the left fielder will get this one, and he'll make the run. And that will be out number 3. So a good job to get out of potential trouble. And we go to the bottom half of the 4th for Frisco. The RoughRiders up in front 2-0.
Leading off for Frisco.
Stepping in,
right
Henry
fielder.
Ramos.
Henry
0 for 1, a strikeout in the
Ramos.
first inning. As we will go down to the bottom half of the 4th inning for Frisco. Four-seam fastball now in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And that four-seamer gets fouled off. Now on the count, 0-2. Oh, 2. And fouled off. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And that'll be a swing and a miss. Now that's 1 away, and Baker is on fire tonight. Just
Now
look
batting,
at him.
Center fielder, Julio
This guy
Pablo
getting 7
Martinez.
straight strikeouts. He is just on absolute fire here tonight. Now stepping in, the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. Up to the plate now. 1 man away, nobody on. Four-seam fastball now in the count, 0-1. And a four-seam fastball now in the count, 0-2. Gotta say that right there, pretty good. And 2. And a four-seam fastball. Now in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. And that's going to be hit high, but going left, and that goes foul. It gets into foul ground and foul territory. 1-2. And that one gets fouled off. No. Gotta say that right there. Getting fouled off. And that's going to be high pop-up. Chasing after it, the left fielder makes the play. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Steele Walker.
Now bring up the DH here, Steele Walker. 0 for 1, line out in the second inning. First pitch on its way. Four-seam fastball now in the count. 1-0. I said that the last couple of times. That's going to be well hit. And that will end the inning as we go through a 1-2-3 inning here. We go to the top half of the 5th, and Manolo Capufa up next to bat. Stepping in now, Manolo Cadufa up to the plate
number
now.
89.
As we get you set for this one here tonight. Top half of the 5th. And that's going to look like it's going to be a bait. Oh, no. Did he catch that? He did. What a play. And oh my goodness. That is crazy. Now stepping in, Dre Overstreet, the center fielder. 1 away in the inning, nobody on. And that four-seamer is outside. Now the count 1 ball, no strikes. One now. Right up the middle for a base hit. And they're still into the hit column.
Now batting, second baseman, Ivan Castillo.
Now stepping in, Ivan Castillo, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Four-seam fastball, now in the count, 93 miles an hour, called for a ball. 1-0. And that changeup will miss outside. Now the count 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 0. And then make that ball 3. Now count now 3 balls, no strikes. Now bring up Jackson Whittaker. And that's ball 4, and now load up right there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jackson Whittaker.
Now bring up Jackson Whittaker, 0 for 2 against Colin Wiles. And that's going to be fouled off for a strike. Now count now 0-1. And the count now 0-2. What a great night we have here tonight. Big one as we get you set for tomorrow. And that is strike 3 called, and they go down looking, and that will be the second strikeout.
Catcher, Luis.
Was thinking it was the bottom half of the 5th inning coming up, and stepping in, Luis Campusano. With Campusano coming in. 1 ball, no strike, the count. And they're going to get him out at second, and that will be it. The side is quickly retired. Now look at this play right here. Yanni Hernandez throws him out at second. And we go to the bottom half of the 5th with Frisco out in front, 2-0. Stepping in, Bubba Thompson, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the 2nd inning. As we play the bottom half of the 5th inning for the RoughRiders here tonight. Gotta say, we got a big crowd this evening. So gotta say, hope everybody is enjoying this game. And hope that we will win like we did yesterday. And that's gonna be well hit. Chasing after it. Puts it in his glove, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Did I say second? I mean correction, the 1st out of the inning. Yeah, I'm really getting ahead of myself. Now bring up Josh Morgan, the shortstop here today. And that's going to be fouled off. Now the count 0-1. 0-1, here it is.
Nope.
4-seam fastball. Now the count 1-1.
That's ball 2.
And that changeup nowhere in sight. Now the count 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1, here it is. And that 4-seamer will miss outside. And now be up 3-1. Three and 1. And that one goes foul. And now the count 3-2. 3-2, here it is. And that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the right fielder makes it into his glove. That's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Yoni Hernandez.
Now bring up Yoni Hernandez, 1 for 2, a single in the 3rd against Lake Baker. First pitch, and that's going to be well hit. And that's going to get away. And not enough to get that runner from 1st to 2nd.
The first baseman, number 12.
And got to say, that'll bring up number 12 up to the plate now. And I'll bring up Charles LeBlanc. 1 for 2, a double and a run here in tonight's contest of this game. Gotta say, what a great evening here in Frisco, Texas. And that's gonna be hit high. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play, and that is the inning. Now stepping in for the top half of the 6th, Taylor Colway, the right fielder up to the plate now. to get ready to get this one going for us. And now that'll be a changeup fouled off for a strike. And now the count 0-1. 0-1. And that's going to be hit high. Chasing after it, the left fielder makes it into his glove, and that's 1 out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eric Heim.
Now bring up Eric Heim. And that one's going to get fouled off. Now the count, no ball, 1 strike, counts. Now bring up 1 ball, 1 strike. And gotta say, hopefully they're gonna get some runs here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that one will go outside. Now the count 2-2. Two and 2. And that's going to get fouled off again. Two and 2. And that's ball 3. 3-2, and gotta say Chris Muriel on deck for Amarillo tonight. And that is strike 3 called, and that is the side retired.
Now batting, designated hitter, Chris Muriel.
Now bring up Chris Muriel up to the plate now. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. It's a 4-seam fastball in there for a strike. Now the count 0-1. Here it is. And that 12-inch curve is down low. Now the count 1 ball, 1 strike. And that slider is outside. Now count 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1. And that's going to be well hit. Left fielder, oh my goodness. That right there, he misses that one. And that'll be a 2-out double right there. Now say, look at this right here.
Lee Bloom.
And now bring up Lee Bloom up to the plate now. Tying run already in place here at the plate. 4-seam fastball now in the count 0-1. And Bloom got to walk into second. Top of the 6th, Frisco out in front. Amarillo looking to capitalize on what they had to just give up. And that's going to be well hit. And oh my goodness, he's going to jump throw. And that will be an error on the first baseman. Frisco getting that one. 89. And Manolo Cadufa up here at the plate now. And Holy Toledo, I don't understand. Why would they not call that an error? That ought to be an error against Frisco. Frisco's first baseman that stepped off the bag. I gotta say, that right there, the costly decision if he comes around and scores. And that decision may evidently come back and haunt him later. I mean, it's like a ghost. Ooh! 0-2. And that four-seam fastball now in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Corners loaded up and looking to do damage here. Too high in the four-seam fastball. Now, count now 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. And that'll be a swing and a miss. And that will retire the side. And say Frisco will work their way out of trouble once again. Now we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Is stepping in Josh Young. 2-run home run in the first. 1 for 2. As we go through this evening here tonight. A beautiful evening here. And that's going to be well hit. Catcher has it. 1 away. They've got us a Young retired way too early. And now bring up Nick Cufo. Facing off Lake Baker. 0 for 2. Strikeout and grounded out. And that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the right fielder makes the play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, the right fielder, Henry Ramos.
And now bring up Henry Ramos. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. I say Baker doing really well on pitch speeds. And now that count 0-1. And that's going to be line drive. That's going to be extra trouble right there. And that's going to coast in the 2nd on a 2-out double right there.
Now batting, center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez.
And now bring up the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez, up to the plate now. And he's going to swing and a miss on that one. And now the count 0-1. That's high pop-up. And that will do it. The inning is over. And we are up to the top of the 7th with Amarillo coming up to bat Frisco 2-0. Stepping in now, Dre Overstreet. 1 for 2, a single in the 5th inning. We get started to stop the top half of the 7th for Amarillo. I gotta say, what a beautiful evening here in beautiful Frisco, Texas. Four-seam fastball now in the count 0-1. Jacob Lemoyne and Art Warren, the 2 righties in the RoughRiders bullpen, starting to warm up their pitches. Now in the count 0-1. And that one's going to miss and make that 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. And that's going to be a base hit right in the right, and he's aboard. You got to say that right there is just a high deal of confidence right there. Now stepping in, Ivan Castillo. 0 for 2, a walk in the 5th inning. Gonna say, hopefully they're gonna come back and get Amarillo to get this game under control and give them the W like they did yesterday. And Castillo is going to be swinging and missing for a strike, and now the count 0-1. Colin Wiles, 88 pitches so far. And gotta say that right there is just okay. 0-1. And that looked like it. Oh my goodness, he makes the play. And the right fielder is going to get that one for the first out of the inning. And Frisco, I am going to say it, they are not fooling around here tonight. They want a W. And I do believe that they are going to take this game. If not, then Amarillo may come back and try to get that one-run lead just like they did last night. First pitch. And that's going to be a line drive right in the left. And you got a base runner in scoring position, and now you got the go-ahead run up to the plate now. Base runner at second and first, and looking to do more here. Now stepping in, Luis Camposano, 1 for 3, a single in the 4th inning. Gotta say he is ready to come back and get this one going. First pitch on its way. And that one's going to get fouled off for a strike. Now the count 0-1. Beautiful shot. From our downtown buildings. And it's just flat up amazing here. Four-seam fastball, now on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wiles already up 93 pitches so far through 7 2/3 innings. Gotta say, he's doing really well. And that one's gonna get fouled off. Now the count still holds at 1-2. We've got another chance here tonight. And on the ground, 3-6-4 double play, and that will do it. The top of the 7th is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and get up a stretch as we get you set to take me out to the ball game. And the RoughRiders out in front, 2-0. Bottom half of the 7th set to roll, and stepping in,
the designated hitter,
the DH, Steele Walker. And that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the left fielder makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Bubba Thompson.
Now bring up Bubba Thompson. 0 for 2 strikeouts and grounded out. And that's going to be lined foul. Oh, and 1. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Now the four-seam fastball will jump on the roof. Now the count 1-1. That's going to be well hit. And he's going to get there, make that 2 away here.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Josh Morgan.
And now bring up Josh Morgan, the shortstop, up to the plate now. 1 for 2, single in the 3rd inning. So that right there pretty well.
Ball one.
Curveball, now 79 miles an hour, called for a ball, 1-0.
That's ball two.
And that curveball is going to jump out in front. Now the count 2 balls, no strikes. Two and that'll be a swing and a miss. Now the count now 2-1. And that curveball's in there for a strike, and now the count now 2-2. It's going to be hit high. Chasing after it, the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Just a few base hits, but it comes nothing of it. Top of the 8th coming up, Taylor Colway.
Your attention, please.
At the bat.
Now pitching for the RoughRiders, number 38, Jacob Lemoyne.
And now stepping in, Jacob Lemoyne. And Taylor Colway's going to greet this guy.
The right fielder, Taylor Colway.
Come in to start the top half of the 8th inning under a beautiful evening sky. And that one's going to get fouled off for a strike. Now to count 0-1. Oh and 1. And he's going to swing and a miss on that one. Now the count 0-2. Oh, 2. And Colway's going to go down on strikes for the first time. Out.
Now batting.
And gotta say, you look at Colin Wiles, 6 hits, gave up 7 strikeouts. Gotta say, his opposition 7.0. So good grief. A lot of money to get going there. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for a strike. And now the count now 0-1. Oh and 1. Here it is. And that's going to get fouled off. Now the count holds at 0-2. Oh and 2, here it is. And that'll be another strikeout for Lemoyne. And here's your starter comparison. Both guys long departed for the showers here tonight, but you know, they're really well. Now the count now coming in, Chris Muriel, 1 for 3, double in the 6th inning. I was going to say something that would not make any difference as of this point forward. Attendance tonight, 8,103. 1 for 3, Chris Muriel, 1 and 1.
Nope, that's the ball.
And that changeup is going to get outside the zone. Now count now 2-1. I apologize, guys. I am to the point of me getting super tired. But we are fixing to get off the air after the 9th inning is said and finished. Three and 1. And that's going to be well hit. Oh my goodness, looking up. And that will be caught for the out. Nearly looked like it was almost trouble, and he'll make the play on the warning track, and that will retire the side. Stepping in for the bottom half of the 8th inning, Yanni Hernandez. Up to the plate now. And 14 fastball now in the count 0-1. On one. And now the count now, a ball and a strike on that 4-seam fastball. And that's going to be another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 1-2. One and two delivery. And that one will be made to play in center. And Dre Overstreet grabs that one for the first out of the inning. Now bring up Charles LeBlanc, 1 for 3, double and a run. Bottom half of the 8th inning with Frisco still in charge of this ball game here tonight. Looking like they can win this one or pass it up to Amarillo. And they're going to get a base hit, and that will land at the left fielder's feet. Now bring up Josh Young up to the plate now as he takes a 4-seam fastball now in the count 0-1. Gotta say that right there, pretty well executed. Look at this guy, Lake Baker, just throws quality strikes, and yes, pretty well for him, as he will be in the Texas League. And oh my goodness, what the heck is going on? Looks like somebody is cuckoo daydreaming. And you don't see that before, guys. One guy was, hey look, I'm just going to go cuckoo. Yeah, I'm cuckoo in the head. And I think it is time to pull the starting pitcher out of this game, and I'll bring in Michel Baez. So Baez coming, and he is going to get Lake Baker out of this game. He did really well tonight. Tip of the cap. And gotta say, he is in line for a W in case this turns around, and I don't think that will be good for Amarillo here tonight. Michel Baez, ERA 3.3, 28 over 14. Record is 1-1, and he was in 24 games during this 2019 season. I'm going to say, I do believe this would be his 25th if it says 24 on that schedule. Frisco scoring 3. Bottom half of the 8th inning. And looking to win one. And that's going to be high, popped up. And that one's going to be caught out. But meanwhile, the runner at third looked like he was about to go.
The right fielder, Henry Ramos.
And now bring up Henry Ramos. 1 for 3, double in the 6th inning. Gotta say, this would be their last out before Amarillo gets their final 3 outs in the top half of the 9th. 4-seam fastball, now in the count 0-1. And I say that one guy in left field was being cuckoo in the head. I think he was just sitting there daydreaming, like Guy, wake up and realize don't do that when you're on the job. I mean, if you're looking at the stars or whatever, then you just can't do that. Now it'd be strike 3 called, and that's the inning. 1 run on a few base hits, no errors. Top of the 9th, set to go. And Frisco out in front, 3-0. Stepping in, DeMarcus Evans will take the mound for the home squad here tonight, as he will try to get the save here this evening. 6'4", 270 pounds, age 23 prospect for this new pitcher that'll greet Lee Bloom and DeMarcus Evans. First pitch on its way. And we are underway at the top of the 9th as that two-seam fastball now in the count 0-1. Want to remind our viewers that we are live tomorrow afternoon at 4. So 4 o'clock, as we will play the final game against the Amarillo sod Poodles. I'm going to say this was a great series so far. Amarillo winning 2 games. And Frisco looks like they're about to win a first for them. And that one's going to be too high. Now the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. That's ball 3. Now the count now 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. And that two-seamer is in there, and that will load up the count at 3-2. Gotta say, 3-0 our score, top of the 9th, nobody on. And that will be strike 3 called, and Bloom will go down. The first sacrifice now of the top half of the 9th. And my goodness gracious, that right there. First out and stepping in, Manolo Kabufa. 0 for 3, strikeout in the 6th inning. Amarillo got their 2 final outs before it is a shutout finish. And Frisco winning by only a 3-run margin. 1-0. And that one's going to be fouled off. As he takes that one, and down the count 1-1. And that's a two-seam fastball. Now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. And that slider gets fouled off. And the count now holds at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that is strike 3 called as a two-seamer. That's out number 2, and Evans gets now another out.
The center fielder, Ray Overstreet.
So my goodness gracious, guys. I do see the Rockhounds and Corpus Christi Hooks. They are tied with, well, they were tied. Corpus Christi 6-5, and now they're in extra innings. They're top of the 11th inning for the Hooks and the Rockhounds. 0-1. And that's going to be hit to the second baseman, and they're going to throw him out, and that will be the game right there, guys. And TGIF, guys. 3-0, the final score. Frisco coming back and winning one for the home crowd here tonight, as they gave up 2 games to lead off this 4-game series. Amarillo winning those first 2. And Frisco coming back and winning the 3rd here tonight. Gotta say 3-0 shutout finish. And gotta say Amarillo, gotta say losing pitcher is going to go ahead and go to Lake Baker. And winning pitcher tonight will go to Colin Wiles, and save goes to DeMarcus Evans for the RoughRiders.
3 runs on 8 hits.
Lake Baker takes the loss here for Amarillo.
No runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
We'll be back here on the show in just a few short moments.
2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
So we are live here again on this Saturday night. We just now wrapped up this third of this 4-game weekend series here in Frisco. Well, tomorrow is the final game of this 4-game set. And don't forget, after tomorrow, Amarillo will go home and get ready to play a 7-game homestand as they take on the Springfield Cardinals and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. And gotta say, that right there is going to be a pretty good homestand. So, anyway. So let's go over runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious Frisco RoughRiders. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Amarillo, only 6 hits so far through this game here tonight. Well, we want everybody to be back tomorrow afternoon. We are live at 4 o'clock. And gates open at 3. First pitch at 4 o'clock. And gotta say, we're gonna have a pretty good time as we get ready to play the finale of this 7-game road series. So anyway, well, hope everybody has a good night, and we will see y'all in the finale of this 4-game series. Have a good night, folks.